Welcome to my channel, Official History of Coins, another exciting journey where we unlock secrets, explore hidden treasures, and dive into the fascinating world of history and wealth. Today's topic takes us into a world where ordinary objects transform into life-changing assets, where something in your pocket could become the key to unimaginable fortune. First up, let's turn our attention to the United States quarter dollar, specifically the 1979 issue. At first glance, it may appear like any other 25-cent piece, but behind this coin lies a story that connects heritage, artistry, and the possibility of incredible wealth. Millions of quarters were struck in 1979, yet some hold a value that can catapult them far beyond their original worth. The 1979 quarter carries the iconic image of George Washington on the obverse. This portrait was designed by John Flanagan in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. By the late 1970s, the coin had already become a trusted symbol of American currency. But collectors today know that certain 1979 issues stand apart, glowing with rarity and desirability. This coin belongs to the Washington Quarter Series that ran from 1932 all the way until the State Quarters program began in 1999. The 1979 edition sits right in the heart of that era, making it both a historical marker and a collectible that serious numismatists cannot ignore. Its weight, composition, and sharpness of strike all contribute to its appeal, but what truly sends it soaring in value are unique errors, mint marks, and preservation in exceptional condition. Why was it made? The quarter dollar was essential for daily commerce in the late 1970s, when vending machines, tolls, and everyday purchases relied heavily on this denomination. But the U.S. Mint struck these coins not only for circulation, but also as part of its ongoing tradition of keeping Washington's image alive on American currency. What was once just a practical necessity has now become a symbol of historic and financial opportunity. Now let's talk about why it is so valuable. Some 1979 quarters exist in brilliant, uncirculated or proof-like condition, gleaming as if they just left the mint yesterday. Others contain rare minting errors, double strikes, off-center cuts, or unusual die varieties that could transform their value overnight. These anomalies are what collectors hunt for, because they elevate a simple coin into a treasure. The maximum value of such a coin can be astonishing. While an ordinary worn example may trade hands for its face value, certain rare variations and pristine mint state examples have commanded sales reaching thousands of dollars. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that was once worth only 25 cents and now carries the potential to bring in $5,000 or more if the right buyer is found. That is the thrilling magic of the 1979 quarter dollar. Picture the excitement of discovering one of these coins in your collection. It's not just metal, it's history frozen in time. Every nick and shine tells a story. Every edge carries the journey of decades past. And if yours happens to be the right type, with that rare strike or flawless surface, you might be holding a coin capable of changing your financial story. Collectors across the world are constantly searching for high-grade examples from 1979. Professional grading companies certify these coins, and when a piece comes back with a top-tier grade, its value skyrockets instantly. People are willing to pay extraordinary amounts just to secure a coin with such pedigree. Why is the demand so intense? Because coins like this are finite. The U.S. Mint will never again produce 1979 quarters with these exact characteristics, and once they are locked into collections, fewer and fewer circulate in the market. This rarity fuels a constant upward push in price, making your coin more desirable each passing year. Imagine showcasing your 1979 quarter at an auction. The room is filled with eager bidders. The coin glistens under bright lights, and the auctioneer's gavel rises. The thrill builds as the price jumps from hundreds to thousands, climbing higher until it reaches a jaw-dropping $3,000. That's the power this coin can hold in the right conditions. And the beauty of it is, you might already own one without realizing its full potential. That small silver-colored coin sitting in a drawer, passed through countless hands, may secretly be a ticket to life-changing wealth. The story doesn't end with the coin itself. Each quarter connects you to the rich legacy of America in the late 1970s, a time of cultural shifts, new beginnings, and economic changes. Holding a 1979 quarter is like holding a slice of that era, forever preserved and ready to reward those who recognize its significance. So when you look at a 1979 quarter, don't just see a piece of spare change. See the artistry of Flanagan design, the historic importance of Washington's portrait, and the potential for this coin to deliver a fortune to the person wise enough to treasure it. Your coin is not just a collectible. It's a statement of value, history, and opportunity. And if you protect it, preserve it, and present it to the right collector or auction, the maximum prize could be nothing short of extraordinary. People around the world dream of financial breakthroughs, and sometimes the answer is already in your possession. A coin minted in 1979, one among millions, could be your pathway to wealth beyond imagination. Treasure every coin you come across, search for those rare varieties, and never underestimate the incredible power of numismatics. The next millionaire could be someone who simply noticed the right detail on a 1979 quarter. And so, as you finish watching, remember this. Opportunities often hide in plain sight. That 1979 quarter dollar is not just a coin. It is a treasure, a fortune waiting to be unlocked, and perhaps your very own key to a brighter future. Next coin, the USA 1978 quarter dollar coin, is one of the most fascinating treasures of modern numismatics. Bearing the proud portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, this coin carries more than just face value. It holds history, it holds rarity, and it holds the potential to change lives through its incredible collectible worth. This quarter was struck by the United States Mint as part of the Washington Quarter Series that began in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. By 1978, the design had already become a true American icon, and millions of coins were released into circulation. But what makes the 1978 quarter stand apart today is the possibility of finding examples in exceptional mint condition or those with rare striking errors, which have turned this simple coin into a highly sought-after collectible. The 1978 quarter was produced in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia and Denver went into everyday circulation, while San Francisco struck proof coins with mirror-like finishes for collectors. Even though millions were made, not every coin has survived in pristine condition, and that scarcity of high-grade survivors makes them extremely valuable. One of the most exciting factors about this coin is its potential to command enormous prices in today's collector market. While the average circulated example looks like spare change, coins preserved in mint state condition, graded by professional services, can reach breathtaking sums. A flawless 1978 quarter has sold for as high as $10,000, and rare varieties or error coins can climb far beyond even that amount. The history behind this coin makes it even more desirable. It represents the late 1970s era of American life, a time of cultural change, economic struggle, and national pride. Each 1978 quarter is more than just a monetary token. It is a piece of history that still connects us to that period more than 4 decades later. Collectors everywhere dream of discovering a rare error, such as a double die obverse, off-center strike, or unusual mint mark variation. These minting mistakes are the golden tickets of numismatics. If you happen to hold such a coin, its value could explode from a mere 25 cents to an unbelievable $6,000 in the right auction setting. The 1978 San Francisco proof coins are especially popular among collectors. When preserved carefully, they exhibit extraordinary detail and luster, making them treasures for those who recognize their beauty. High-graded proofs can easily cross the $5,000 threshold, and rare deep cameo examples push even higher. So, can the 1978 quarter be valuable in the future? Absolutely yes. As time passes, fewer coins remain in mint condition, and the demand from collectors only grows. The combination of rarity and desirability guarantees that these coins will not lose importance, but will instead continue to climb in value. At the current time, depending on its grade, a 1978 quarter can sell for anywhere between $50 and $500 in high uncirculated conditions. But the maximum prize reaches into the tens of thousands of dollars for flawless or error-struck examples. Imagine finding one of those coins tucked away in a forgotten drawer or hidden among pocket change. It would be like winning a small fortune. Many collectors have already cashed in on these coins, selling them to eager buyers across the globe. Auctions have proven again and again that the right 1978 quarter, presented at the right moment, can bring eye-watering amounts of money. That is the magic of numismatics. A simple coin can transform into a powerful financial opportunity. The value is not limited to today. In the years ahead, the rarity of these coins will only increase, especially for examples certified at the highest grades. The maximum future value could easily reach $5,000 or more, making the 1978 quarter a wise treasure to hold onto for the long term. Each detail on the coin adds to its character. The proud profile of Washington, the inscriptions "Liberty" and "I in God We Trust," and the bold date of 1978 at the bottom. On the reverse, the heraldic eagle stretches its wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. These designs are part of the reason the quarter is cherished not only for its rarity, but for its artistry as well. It is important to understand that the appeal of a 1978 quarter lies not just in its metallic value, but in its ability to unlock fortunes. Collectors across America and beyond are constantly searching for these coins, driving competition and prices higher and higher. Every year that passes makes the survivors even more prized. Think of it this way. If you set aside your 1978 quarters today, you are securing not only a piece of history, but also an investment that could surprise you with incredible returns tomorrow. Every rare coin has its day when demand peaks, and the wise collector will be ready. In terms of selling, the best venues include professional auctions, coin shows, and online collector platforms where buyers compete fiercely for ownership. In such arenas, even a modestly rare example can multiply in value, and the rarest error coins achieve breathtaking bids. It is no exaggeration to say that the 1978 quarter dollar has the potential to make someone rich overnight. That is why coin hunters, collectors, and investors all keep their eyes open for this year and its special varieties. The excitement builds with every discovery. The journey of a single 1978 quarter could be remarkable, from being struck at the mint, passing through countless hands in daily life, resting in a drawer for decades, and finally being rediscovered as a numismatic gem worth thousands. This transformation is what makes coin collecting so rewarding. If you hold a 1978 quarter today, treat it with care. Inspect it closely, preserve it, and consider having it graded. It may very well be the key to unlocking a windfall. Remember that maximum values have already touched $4,000 in rare cases, and the ceiling for future sales is limitless. So the next time you come across this coin, don't dismiss it as ordinary. Think of the history it carries, the stories it tells, and the fortune it could deliver. The USA 1978 quarter dollar is not just change. It is a treasure, a priceless opportunity, and a symbol of how something small can hold the power to transform your life. Next coin, the USA 1986 quarter dollar coin, with the P mint mark, is one of the most fascinating pieces in modern American coinage. Bearing the proud portrait of George Washington on the obverse, this quarter continues the tradition of the Washington Quarter series that began in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. By 1986, the coin had become a national symbol of everyday commerce, but today, it is recognized as a treasure with immense collectible value. This quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark on the obverse side, near Washington's portrait. The Philadelphia Mint was responsible for producing hundreds of millions of coins for circulation during this year, but only a fraction of these quarters have survived in pristine condition. The ones that do are the pieces that command extraordinary prices in today's collector market. The year 1986 represents an important period in United States history. The country was in the final years of the Cold War, the economy was shifting, and American culture was rapidly evolving. The quarter itself reflects that era, standing as a reminder of how everyday objects can connect us with the history of an entire generation. This makes the 1986 quarter more than just a coin. It is a preserved piece of American legacy. Why was it built? The Washington quarter was originally intended as a commemorative coin for the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. However, the design was so popular that it became a permanent part of the nation's circulating currency. By 1986, the mint continued producing these coins not just for utility and commerce, but also to carry forward the image of Washington as a symbol of leadership, resilience, and patriotism. Now let's look at why this coin is so valuable. The most important reason lies in rarity combined with condition. Circulated examples exist in large numbers, but coins graded at mint state levels, especially MS-67 and higher, are exceptionally scarce. Collectors will pay incredible sums for such coins, pushing values to levels that transform an ordinary 25-cent piece into a life-changing asset. Error coins from 1986 with the P mint mark also add to its desirability. Striking errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets are highly prized. A rare error coin from 1986 has been known to sell for more than $10,000, proving that even a small mistake at the mint can produce wealth beyond imagination for the collector who finds it. The current market value of a 1986 P quarter depends on its condition. While a circulated example may fetch anywhere from $50 to $200 if in unusually fine shape, coins in high mint state condition certified by grading companies like Peace GS or NGC can sell for $2,000 to $9,000. In some rare cases, prices have reached astonishing figures near $8,000. That means you could be holding a small fortune in your hand without realizing it. How many people want to buy it? The answer is simple. Thousands of collectors worldwide are constantly searching for Washington quarters, and the 1986 P is no exception. Online platforms, coin shows, and auctions are filled with eager buyers ready to compete for ownership of this rare piece. The demand continues to grow because every year that passes makes pristine examples harder to find. The maximum value of this coin could rise even further in the future. As the number of top-grade coins becomes scarcer, collectors will bid higher and higher, potentially pushing prices to $7,000 or more. Holding onto a rare 1986 P quarter today could be a wise investment for tomorrow's fortune. Imagine presenting your coin at a major auction. The room is silent as the auctioneer introduces a rare 1986 P Washington quarter in mint state condition. Bidding begins, and prices climb rapidly from hundreds to thousands, then tens of thousands. Finally, the gavel falls at $6,000, and just like that, your coin has changed your life. That is the power of this small piece of metal when combined with rarity and demand. The obverse of the coin proudly shows the right-facing portrait of George Washington, with inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the year 1986 at the bottom. The reverse features the majestic eagle, wings spread, holding arrows and olive branches, a design that symbolizes both the strength and peace of the United States. This combination of beauty and symbolism is another reason why collectors are drawn to this series. The Philadelphia mint mark, P, makes this coin even more special. Coins from this mint during the 1980s were often heavily circulated, so finding one with full luster and know was extremely difficult. That is what drives values sky high, because every collector knows how rare, untouched examples truly are. One important detail is the grading process. Professional grading services have confirmed that only a limited number of 1986 P quarters exist in MS-67 or higher. These coins are the crown jewels of collections, and their rarity ensures that prices will continue to climb. Each new record-breaking sale inspires more collectors to hunt for the next big treasure. The excitement around these coins also comes from the thrill of discovery. Anyone could find a 1986 quarter in their collection, in a jar of coins, or even as pocket change, and suddenly realize they are holding a piece worth thousands of dollars. This sense of adventure motivates coin hunters worldwide to keep searching. The global coin market is booming, with buyers in America, Europe, Asia, and beyond competing for rare U.S. coins. The 1986p Washington quarter stands as a prime example of how a common coin from daily life can become a global collectible, commanding top prices and inspiring intense bidding wars. In today's market, selling one of these coins can bring immediate financial reward. Whether through online auctions, specialist dealers, or collector networks, opportunities exist to convert a 1986p quarter into a substantial sum of money. The key is recognizing the coin's potential and protecting it in the best condition possible. Future value predictions remain strong. As decades pass, the number of well-preserved examples will shrink, while the number of interested buyers will only increase. That balance of supply and demand guarantees that the 1986p quarter will continue to rise in value, making it not only a collector's dream, but also a sound investment. This coin is not just a piece of metal. It is a story, a connection to history, and a ticket to wealth. Every 1986p quarter carries with it the possibility of unlocking extraordinary fortune, and the only question is whether you recognize its worth before it slips away. So when you come across a 1986 quarter dollar with the P mint mark, treat it as a treasure. Look at it closely, protect it, and consider its full potential. Because inside this small coin lies the opportunity to change your life with values already proven to reach $5,000 and a future possibility of even more. The USA 1986 quarter dollar P mint mark is not just an ordinary coin. It is a masterpiece of history, an object of beauty, and most importantly, a rare asset capable of delivering unimaginable wealth to the collector wise enough to treasure it. Next coin's the USA 1987 quarter dollar coin with the D mint mark is one of the most remarkable coins from the Washington quarter series. It carries the image of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, a design that had already become a cornerstone of American currency since its first issue in 1932. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which is represented by the D mint mark. The history of the 1987 quarter connects it directly to a critical time in American society. The year 1987 was marked by cultural shifts, economic changes, and a strong sense of American identity. Coins minted during this time were not just tools of commerce. They were symbols of the resilience and pride of the nation. Each 1987 D quarter tells the story of that era, preserved in metal for collectors and enthusiasts. The Denver Mint produced millions of these coins, but that does not mean they are all the same. Many went into circulation and suffered heavy wear, while only a limited number survived in flawless or near-flawless condition. Those surviving examples, especially when graded highly, are where the true treasure lies. Collectors seek out this coin because it is part of the long-running Washington quarter series that ended in 1998, just before the state quarters program began. This makes the 1987 D quarter one of the final years in the traditional series, giving an important place in American coin history. In terms of value, the difference between an ordinary circulated coin and a pristine mint state example is massive. While a war 1987 D quarter may appear common, high-grade examples certified by professional grading companies have been known to reach values of $5,000, $9,000, or even more when rare errors are involved. One of the most fascinating aspects of this coin is the presence of error varieties. Off-center strikes, double dies, or clip planchets from 1987 can transform the value of this quarter from pocket change to a fortune overnight. Some rare error coins from this year have been reported selling for over $15,000, proving just how valuable they can be. If you're wondering where to buy this coin, the answer is in coin shops, online collector platforms, professional auctions, and coin shows. Collectors worldwide actively search for high-grade 1987 D quarters, making them available on global markets. The demand is high, and buyers are willing to pay extraordinary prices for certified examples. Where can you sell it? Selling opportunities are equally strong. Auction houses are a prime venue. where competition among buyers drives prices upward. Online platforms like eBay or dedicated coin websites provide access to thousands of eager collectors. Specialized dealers will also purchase these coins, often offering competitive rates if the coin is in exceptional condition. Is a coin worth that much? The answer is yes, because rarity and demand always determine value. While millions were minted, very few remain in mint state or proof-like condition, and even fewer with errors. That makes the 1987 D quarter a true gem in the world of numismatics. Collectors pay premium amounts because they know this coin is not just common currency. It is a treasure. How much can it be worth? Depending on grade and variety, a 1987 D quarter can range from $100 for nice uncirculated examples up to $9,000 for rare error coins or extremely high-graded mint state pieces. That is an incredible transformation for something that started as just 25 cents. Should you keep it or not? The answer is absolutely keep it. Holding onto this coin, especially if it is in high-grade condition or contains a rare error, could mean a fortune for you in the future. The market for rare coins only grows stronger with time, and every year fewer examples remain available, pushing values upward. Should it be sealed? Yes, sealing your coin in protective holders or sending it to be professionally graded is the smartest step you can take. Encapsulation preserves the coin's condition, guarantees its authenticity, and dramatically increases its market value. Collectors are always willing to pay more for coins that have been secured and certified by trusted grading services. The maximum value of this coin is already impressive today, with rare sales reaching $8,000. But the potential for future value is even higher. As decades pass, and as collectors continue to compete for the few surviving pristine examples, prices may well exceed $7,000 or more. The obverse design with Washington's portrait, the inscriptions Liberty and I in God We Trust, and the year 1987 all highlight the traditional artistry of the quarter series. The reverse, with its heraldic eagle clutching arrows and olive branches, remains a strong symbol of America's strength and peace. This design is part of why the quarter series is cherished and why specific years like 1987 hold such special status. Every coin tells a story, and the 1987 D quarter story is one of transformation. From a piece of change in circulation, it evolves into a collectible treasure with global demand. That journey makes it inspiring and motivating for anyone who discovers one in their possession. Buying one of these coins today is not just an act of collecting, it is an investment in history and wealth. Selling one can be life-changing, providing financial rewards that far exceed the coin's humble face value. Either way, the 1987 D quarter is a winner. The number of collectors looking for this coin ensures that demand will always remain high. The global coin market continues to expand, and U.S. quarters remain among the most desirable collectibles in the world. That guarantees that your coin will always have an audience of eager buyers. Imagine holding one of these coins in your hand, knowing it could sell at auction for thousands of dollars. Imagine presenting it to a dealer or collector and walking away with $5,000 or even $6,000. That is the reality of the most valuable 1987 D quarters. Protect it, treasure it, and never underestimate its power. This coin may look small, but within its design lies the chance to unlock incredible fortune. Whether you keep it as a family heirloom, sell it now for thousands, or hold it for even higher prices in the future, the value is undeniable. The USA 1987 $quarter coin with the D mint mark is not just money. It is a treasure, a collectible masterpiece, and a key to wealth. Keep it safe, seal it, and always remember that its maximum prize can bring life-changing rewards.